It's been joyful, absolutely joyful. I came into teacher training really as a gift for myself because I've always was so curious about how it worked, how Kundalini Yoga works, the mechanism.
Like, it's a whole practice to me. That was really important to me. I really was looking for something that was going to connect everything. Because that's what yoga is. It's union.
Kundalini Yoga helped me to rediscover one of my most important bodies, and that is the soul body. By helping me to really get in touch with it in a very deep and profound way, and to see how the soul has really been there the whole time, but it was me who hadn't really noticed. And there was a lot of joy.
I've been able to evolve as a healer, going from a practitioner to a teacher as a different stage of healing. And it's a different way of interacting with clients and patients, and it's something that has really strengthened me and helped create an awareness about where I begin and end and where the client begins and ends, and that it's time to elevate clients to take on a new responsibility in their healing. I can only do so much, and so Kundalini Yoga, adding that to my practice and for my clients and students, is just giving them a way to take an active role in their healing that is just so needed at this time. We are at an amazing time, a transition of Piscean to the Aquarian age, and it is really, really time where teachers are rising up and healers are as true teachers, are beginning to share the techniques of Kundalini Yoga with the world. And it is the most beautiful, comprehensive gift to mankind.
One thing I walked away with that has been still manifested in me is the power of self-love. And I thought I had that before starting teacher training, and within the 7 months it was obvious that I did not have that. And going forth with becoming a Kundalini teacher, it has been really awesome to love myself just deeper than anything. So I walked away with a big cup of self-love.
We are born human to experience our infinity. So that we can be neutral to totality.
Created so much like peace and comfort in myself, like just throughout my day, so much more relaxed, and I'm way more just in me, just myself, way more.
From my very first experience, I felt like I had taken a huge energetic breath that I'd been waiting a very, very long time to take.
Because of my first taste of Kundalini, there is no possible way that I don't want another spoonful.
From the jump, and even before I started doing Kundalini Yoga, but especially when I started doing Kundalini Yoga, I haven't had like a normal job or whatever since, and it's just taken care of me in so many different ways and so many different facets all across my life. Just by being devoted to Kundalini Yoga, it's blossomed forth so many flowers. It's beautiful.
And when I came here, I was almost gonna do it, and then I was even gonna jump in a month later, and I had so much regret when I didn't do it. It was a soul regret. I could feel it wasn't right that I didn't do it. And so, even at the hardest points, I was so happy that I did this because I chose to do it, and I did it.
Something I found is if you just like take a leap, then there'll always be some sort of safety net there.
Any issue, any sort of excuse that you're coming up with why you shouldn't do this training, that's your negative mind. And I would challenge you, even just to learn what your negative mind is and how to overcome it, to come into this training. Because that in itself is a huge gift of this training, is to learn to recognize that. You will not regret this.
If you're courageous, then the universe will meet that, for sure.
We have 4 children, so 2 incomes are needed. And I battled with, should I go to work? It was on a Friday. or should I go to the studio? And I was leaning towards going to work. And I was like, well, I'll just go to work and I'll just go to the training after I get out of work. So that night, I went to bed and I had this dream, like God was just working then. And in the dream, I went to work. I didn't go to the training. And after work, I sped over here in my car, and I remember this like it was yesterday. This dream was so vivid and so real. And when I pulled up to the studio, I tried to go in, but the door was locked. And I kept pulling the door, and I'm not getting emotional. And I kept pulling the door, and it would not open. And then all of a sudden, all of these black women were coming in and out. I couldn't get in. And they were having the access to get in. And I could not get in through the door. And I woke up the next morning, I was like, okay, I get it. I'm on my way to teacher training.
We were listening to the song in this class that we just did here, and at the beginning it says, don't try to fit in, you fit perfectly in you. Don't try to fit in, you fit perfectly in you. I would say that is the biggest gem I got for myself.
Don't try to fit in, you fit perfectly in you, in you, in you, in you, in you, in you.
Whenever we drop our self-importance, then we realize how important we are. And I think me sitting on the teaching stand and teaching or sharing, really is what I would say, has made me realize how small I am, yet at the same time how big I am.
I think I feel too like I have a community and somewhere that I really want to spend my energy. People that I really truly realize are my friends and really care about me.
I think the biggest thing is unity, coming together and practicing, and the main thing, regardless of the yoga or whatever, is just togetherness. Because Kundalini yoga, it really doesn't even matter what you're practicing or whatever it is. Devotion and sincerity behind anything you're doing, that is what's gonna help the planet evolve and come together and get to a better space than we are right now.
The best part of it was meeting other souls that just are on the same path and not feeling alone. Being in the healing space and working in the healing realm, I just have found camaraderie with people who have gone to the soul level in just such a short time. I feel like we were all waiting for each other to finally assemble and then take the class together.
In ways that could only come through Kundalini. Because I tried many avenues before Kundalini. Let me go to church. Let's see if I can feel God at church. No. I felt spirit. I felt the vibration of other people's happiness through music and pastor statements, but I didn't find it there. Okay, so let me try skating. Didn't find it skating. Just those were just moments of happiness, but they were just for the moment. And they didn't last very long. I found myself back into anger, back into using medicinal drugs, back into drinking, and just trying to numb childhood things that I just could not fully grasp and understand. But on came Kundalini teacher training, and that was a gift from God.
People need tools. They need real tools to process their emotions, things that happen in life, and not to just check out. So not just like watching TV or, looking through social media, not that kind of a tool, but like real tools to process these things, and to not only process them, but to allow them to work out and through us. And that's what this is. And there's so many tools that it needs so many of us to bring our unique perspective. I have nothing but love for every teacher who sat on that bench and gave us hour after hour after hour 72 hours of a weekend once a month. I mean, it's a lot what they give out. It was beautiful to feel connection with them and know that from this teacher, you know, I got that little nugget, and from that one, another beautiful nugget. They were all wonderful examples of ways to model this lifestyle and this path.
One of the most gem-like jewels of the teacher training was just experiencing something that I know for a fact I would not have done at all. I would not have voluntarily chosen to come and do yoga at 5 in the morning. But there is a power to the group and the magic about what you learn about Kundalini yoga and meditation that just draws you to try these different things. It's spiritual, it's beautiful, it's moving, there's music, you get to do yoga, and then we get to have community gathering and food and tea afterward, and it is just, it's so special.
Anyone can really benefit from it because it is so complete. So if you're just looking for information on health, it's there. Enlightenment, it's there. The psyche, it's there. It's all there.
And all these possibilities of where Kundalini was going to enter my life, and I just kept looking straight ahead, and finally I'm so happy that it happened for me in Nashville, and that this is Kundalini Rising is the center where it all happened for me. So I can't imagine going back and not having it in my life. It's seriously changed my life.
Stepping out of that comfortable space into the uncomfortable, what Yogi Bhajan talked about all the time, is a blessing from God. And if you stay in that comfortable space, you're robbing your soul of many opportunities, many gifts that you have on the inside of you that you don't know. You're robbing yourself of connection to other people and bridging awesome friendships. I have the best friends from my training.
They say this is a transformative training. It is. If you show up, you do your best to do your best, you will be transformed. And even if it doesn't always feel like it's for the better while you're going through it, or even at points during it, it is for the better. Transformation. In this community, whose purpose is to elevate, that's what's going to happen.
In the dance of life, we all kiss the pranic breath. In the total surroundings of our wonderful world, we are born to find our depth. There is a calling, and it is time to awake from the rhythm of me and mine. There is a light shining bright throughout all God's space, and to all by His grace.
So